Thank you very much, Peace Church, for this great opportunity as we celebrate Black History Month. This week, in celebration of Black History Month, we are recognizing and celebrating the achievement of three distinguished African Americans and their contributions to American science, art, and culture. So today, we recognize Michelle LaBonge Robinson Obama. Born 17 January 1964 in Chicago, is an American attorney and author who was the First Lady of the United States from 2009 to 2017. She is married to the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, and she was the first African American First Lady to live in the White House with her black family. A White House black people, both free and slaves, helped to build, but were never allowed to enter. A second person on this list this week is Oprah Gail Winfrey. Oprah, born on 29 January 1954 into poverty in rural Mississippi to a single teenage mother and later raised in intercity Milwaukee, is today an American talk show host, television personality, producer, actress, author, philanthropist. What I especially like to mention about Oprah is that according to Oprah's ancestry DNA analysis, she is traced from the Pele tribe in Liberia, the tribe that I come from. So interestingly, I would say that Oprah is my sister. Yes. The last person on our list today is Lloyd James Austin III. Lloyd James Austin III, born on 8 August 1953 in Mobile, Alabama, is an American retired four-star Army general who served as the 12th commander of the United States Central Command and the first black commander of the Central Command. On December 8, 2020, President-elect by then, Joe Biden, nominated Austin as the first black Secretary of Defense. And interestingly, on January 22nd, 2021, Austin was confirmed by the United States Senate, thus making a huge history by becoming the first black Secretary of Defense of the United States. For Black History Month this week, this is all we have for today, and we will see you next week. Amen. Thank you again, Pastor Paul and Peace Church, for this great opportunity as we celebrate Black History Month. This week, in celebration of Black History Month, we are recognizing and celebrating the achievements of three distinguished African Americans and their contributions to American science, art, and culture. So today, we recognize Valerie Ann Amos. Valerie Ann Amos, born on 13 March 1954 in British Guyana, now Guyana, in South America, is a British Labour Party politician and diplomat who served as the 8th United Nations Under-Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Coordinator. Before her appointment to the UN, she served as British High Commissioner to Australia. In September 2005, Amos became the 9th director of School of Oriental and African Studies at University of London. She is the first woman of African descent to be director of an institute of higher education in Great Britain, the first ever black head of an Oxford college. Today, we also like to recognize Deborah L. Lee, born on 8 August 1954 in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. She grew up in Birmingham, Alabama, is an American businesswoman. She was the chairman and chief executive officer of BET, the parent company for Black Entertainment Television, from 2005 to 2018. She was named one of the 100 most powerful women in entertainment. Last for today, but not the least, Tara Lane Banks. Tara, born on 4th December 1973 in Englewood, California, is a television personality. She's a model, a producer, a businesswoman, actress, singer, and a writer. And she is the first woman of African American descent to be featured on the covers of the GQ and the Sports Illustrated swimsuit, on which she appeared 3 times. Tara was a Victoria's Secret angel from 1997 to 2005. For Black History Month this week, this all we got time for today, and we will see you next week. Amen. Thank you again, Pastor Paul and Peace Church, for this opportunity as we celebrate Black History Month. This week, in celebration of Black History Month, we are recognizing and celebrating the achievements of 3 distinguished African Americans and their contributions to American science, art, and culture. So today, we recognize Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice, born on 14 November 1954 in Birmingham, Alabama, is an American diplomat, political scientist, civil servant, and professor. Rice is the current director of the Hoover Institute at Stanford University. Rice served as the 66th United States Secretary of State from 2005 to 2009, and as the 20th United States National Security Advisor from 2001 to 2005. Condoleezza Rice was the first female African American Secretary of State and the first woman to serve as National Security Advisor here in the United States. That's a great history. A second person on the list today is Linda Thomas Greenfield. Linda Thomas Greenfield, born in 1952 in Baker, Louisiana, is an American diplomat who served as the Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs in the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of African Affairs from 2013 to 2017. Linda Thomas Greenfield, following her work as a diplomat, she became a senior vice president at Albert Starkenberg Group in Washington, D.C. Joe Biden has named her as the next U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. She last served as U.S. ambassador to Liberia after U.S. foreign posting in Switzerland, in Pakistan, in Kenya, in Gambia, Nigeria, Jamaica. The list is long, and I could not just put everything there. Yes. And now today, the last person on our list, but of course not the least, Susan Elizabeth Rice. But of course, Susan Rice and Condoleezza Rice have no biological connection. That's just the last name as we know. Susan Rice, born on 17 November 1964 in Washington, D.C., is an American diplomat, policy advisor, and former public official who served as the 27th United States ambassador to the United Nations from 2009 to 2013, and as the 24th United States National Security Advisor from 2013 to 2017. Now, in this Biden administration, she's now the White House Domestic Policy Council Director. So, for Black History Month this week, this is all we got time for, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much.